Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Welcome, everyone, back to Texas Songwriters Alliance Audio Impact. I'm your host, Alex Lozano, and we are on Lone Star Community Radio. I am here with my very good friend and special guest, Timothy Moss, fearless leader of the band Engineered Society Project. And they've got a bunch of great shows coming up. They've got one coming up here real soon at Black Magic Social Club, July the 5th. And we're going to play some tracks from those guys. What's going on, Tim?
Doing well. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. We're glad to have you here. Want to go ahead and, play the first song?
Sure, let's go ahead.
Right.
First song is the title track.
Deception.
In times of great deception, simple truth is hard to find. Oppose the plan or face rejection, good or evil, battle lines. Deception is the way, they're changing every day. The truth is what they say. Dollar bills, the ammunition, politicians have a price. Undermine the institution, circumvent your basic rights. That these in plain sight, they challenge all this right. The day is dreaming night, time quicker than the eye. Deception, evil lies with an angel's face. Deception, can't believe a word they say. If I choose the better of two evils, fool me once but never twice. Evil lies with an angel's face. Deception, can't believe a word they say. Nowhere left to hide. To the stars divide.
Wow, what a badass song. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, this is the title track of the album we released in May when we opened the Milwaukee Metal Fest just a few weeks ago. Deception, what the song's about is I was looking around and it just seems like no matter where you turn, everything is just not on the up and up. You know, the media, no matter which channel you choose, has their own truth or their own pitch that they're giving you. And
That's for sure.
unfortunately, the people are just being deceived right and left. And it's not necessarily a Republican or Democratic thing. It just seems to be all over.
Right.
And that was some of the basis of writing Deception.
Epidemic proportions of deception.
Yeah, you just, the truth's hard to find.
Right. Tell us what's next song? Who Am I? What's up with that song?
We recorded Who Am I on the spot in Redondo Beach, California. We were in Total Access Studios working with Wynn Davis and Steve Orness. And of course, Wynn's done everybody from Iommi to Dio and Dawkins and all these guys, Guns N' Roses. We were in the studio and we were working on a song, and quite frankly, I'm not really afraid to admit it, but the song we were working on was just not working. And we're looking at each other, and I'm looking at JoJo, and I said, well, guys, we're sitting here in the studio. We're gonna, we're burning cash like in the fireplace. So let's shift gears here. So JoJo and I, we wrote the music right quick, and Chris was kind of upset because he wanted to do this song, but he realized it just wasn't working. He said, well, tomorrow when I come back, we'll have this song. And so the next day we came in the studio, and before Chris got there, we went ahead and laid down the music, and we didn't know what to expect, And so all of a sudden he lays down this vocal track that just blew us away, and we've played it everywhere, and a lot of people are coming up and saying, man, that's my favorite song on the record.
Lightning in a Bottle comes to mind.
Yeah. So we just feel very blessed to have been able to figure a way out of that dilemma when we were in the studio.
Right.
And it worked out very well.
Yeah, y'all made it happen. Pushed through and everything.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back with it with Engineering Society Project and their CD Deception. This is Who Am I?
The shadows call a name. I hear them calling all the time. Wearing this mask, it's hard to climb. I thought I was a simple man, but I simply can't remember mine. I am the fight so hard to shine. So tell me, who am I? I'm searching for revelation in time. Who am I? So tell me, who am I? I'm searching for revelation in time. Who am I? The name they call me is a mystery. I met him before, but that's surely not mine. Complicated cat who takes my side. I got the vision, so I'm quite amused by all the powers that be and the lingo they use. I don't conform, I'm just so not inclined. And so tell me, who am I? I'm searching for revelation in time. Who am I? So tell me, who am I? I'm searching for revelation in time. Who am I? The mirror a mirror lies.
Wow. Who Am I by Engineered Society Project. They pretty much pulled that out of the rabbit's hat. So that's an awesome song. You're absolutely right about that. Save the day kind of thing, you know. It all came together. Now they have a song coming up with one of my favorite hard rock and metal singers. I don't know how they did it, but they hooked up with Glenn Hughes, the lead singer for Deep Purple, one of the lead singers for Deep Purple. I know he's 70 years old, at least.
Yeah, Glenn's 72. He's still touring. I mean,
And he sounds amazing. All of you guys are about to hear a 72-year-old rock metal singer who brings it. And this song, Fade Away, tell us a little bit about that song, because I know it has special meaning to the band and your family.
Yeah, especially to Karen and I. Karen's dad was a research scientist at MD Anderson for 40-plus years. He was the head of the molecular biology department, and has basically, developed things that have been instrumental in helping people and save people all over the world. And truly one of the great minds in our time. And unfortunately, as he got into his late 70s, he wound up with Alzheimer's. So what we did is, we spent the last 3 or 4 years of his life going to see him and watching him fade away. And it really had a deep impact on me, and I know it did Karen too. So I wanted to write a song about it called Fade Away. So I started writing the song. To make a long story short, we were at a place in Clear Lake, and the band of Dead Daisies was playing there, and those are some guys that we know. And Glenn was the lead singer of the band at the time. And I was sitting there listening to Glenn singing and thinking about what I was writing. I'm thinking, this guy has got to sing this song. And so, fast forward a couple years later, I'm on the phone with our people in California and made a comment. I said, I'd really like to get Glenn to sing this song. And I know we have people that know Glenn. And,
Right.
So I said, I want to do this. And so Wynn and some other folks got together and called Glenn, and he listened to it. He said, man, I'll do it. So we met in California on my birthday.
Awesome.
And we had already had the tracks done.
Yeah.
And Glenn just came in. I mean, Glenn, there's a reason why this guy's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's a phenomenal singer.
Yeah.
He's got a signature voice. When you hear it, you know it's Glenn Hughes. And he has been part of some of the most iconic songs and records in this business. So he came in and just completely floored us and knocked this track out.
Yeah.
Of course, he was on his way to start a tour. So we got to spend some time with him. He was a great guy, great singer. It was just really an honor to be with everybody there to do that song.
Nothing wrong with attaching yourself to a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer.
He's the guy I really wanted to sing it because I remembered Glenn when he was in Trapeze when I was a kid.
Oh, my God. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've seen Trapeze before. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Riot, too. I saw them on tour with them. Riot, a band called Riot.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Well, guys, you guys are in for a treat. I've played the song multiple times. It's one of my favorite songs, and it has so much meaning to it, and you guys are really in for a treat. This song is just going to blow you away. Fade Away by Engineered Society Project.
Taken away, I must be dreaming, but I can't find yesterday. Suddenly it's gone away. A moment in time is missing, and I'm not sure where I am. Reaching out cold and scared, I sure could use a hand. The questions come and go, things that I should know. Seem I lost my way. I guess I'll just fade away. Fade away. People come by and I see it in their eyes. They can't believe what fate has given me. Sometimes I say hi, sometimes I just cry, losing touch with my reality. And the time is flying by. I'm lost and I wonder why. I can't find words to say. I guess I'll just fade away. Oh, I guess I'll just fade away. I'll just fade away.
Wow. Fade Away, what an amazing song. We're going to play another one here. Then we're going to be contacting Chris over the internet, the lead singer for Engineered Society Project. So let's go ahead and spin song number 4, Undertaker.
Fall into the skies, you meet your maker. Stare into the eyes of the Undertaker.
As I go from day to day, people think they'll live forever. They criticize the things I say. They don't know how to take a single sense. I guess the only thing is giving. Live for today, don't live for tomorrow. Living in the past for the future's like swimming in sorrow. Stare into these eyes. Oh God, thank God. Stare into these eyes. Oh God, thank God. Stare into these but legends never die.
Another kick-ass track by Engineered Society Project, Undertaker. We're going to take a little break here, and we're going to come back with the lead singer, Chris Keys of Engineered Society Project. So we'll see you guys in just a bit.
Audience of One, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. right here on Conroe's 106.1 and 104.5. Listen to the brain droppings of local hosts, me, Andrew Belshner, along with the jewel of Montgomery County radio, Dick Schisler. Topical musings, news stories, oddities, or just weird conversations that we normally have with ourselves, all mixed together with the occasional guest. You can also find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts.
Hey, what's going on, Chris?
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, man, missed you from the Christmas benefit that you played for me. That was a blast. I got some really great pictures of that, man. I want to thank you again before I forget that I really appreciate you guys coming out and doing that for Star of Hope.
Yeah, good times. We'll definitely do it again.
I wanted to ask you, you're going to be in an upcoming movie here real soon, and I think the band is going to be in it and play one of the songs or something like that. Tell me a little bit about that.
It's a friend of mine. His name is Arthur Springer, and he invited us to be in a movie called Dark Alien Visions. We just recently played The Viper Room. We shot a couple scenes. We'll be shooting some more scenes July 11th when we play the Whiskey A Go-Go out front in front of the club. What's interesting is this is a movie, some directors like follow the script very tightly, but this director likes improv. And literally, Timothy Moss's wife ends up being our manager in the band. So the envisioned scene when we play July 11th at the Whiskey A Go-Go is that Kiki, Karen Moss, tells us to get our beep together, and she starts bossing us around. So it's really cool. And what's cool about Engineered Society Project is everybody in the band's really laid back, and I think it was easy for us to take improv directions. Like basically the director would say, well, go ahead. And basically we were able to roll with it. And I think in the next couple upcoming shows, like we're playing the Whiskey A Go-Go July 11th. We're playing out in Las Vegas July 20th. And I think he's actually thinking about coming up there. He wants me to fight some guy, some big martial art guy. And I used to choreograph martial art fight scenes, so I'm completely into it.
So
and
you're
I think
gonna,
it's really cool. Go.
So you're gonna Bruce Lee his ass, is what you're saying?
Yeah, konnichiwa,
Konnichiwa.
Kung Fu fighting.
That's pretty cool, you guys being in this independent movie.
Well, I think as a band, we're connecting with a lot of bands. The one connection we've made, we're actually making a song with a band called Dirt Back East. And the title of the song is Metal Bands Unite. And the bands that we're playing with July 5th at the Black Magic Social Club, Save Your Skin, The Filthy Dead, Scroll Keeper, and there's one other band. What am I forgetting, Tim?
Frankenchrist.
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 Frankenchrist. So basically, we're actually doing a podcast together with those guys, with my boy Warren from Buzzing with Marlowe. And basically the message is I mean, we're a traveling band, and we want to unite together with other bands, especially in the time we live in a time of war, in a time of hate. We want to show the symbol of unity, and I think Metal Bands Unite, the name of that song that we're doing with our boys in Dirt back east, I think that says it all. It's like basically metal bands uniting. If we see all this craziness happening around us in the world, all we can do is say, hey, man, we're united. Countries are separate. People are separate. But as musicians, we're trying to unite with other musicians and show our unity. So we're definitely going to express that at the Black Magic Social Club July 5th. And we're doing that in the podcast with those guys, all the other bands this Saturday.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, that's one of the reasons why I named my company with the word alliance, because I'm all about forming great alliances with great bands and the people that work with them and stuff. So I'm just such a huge fan of yours, Chris. I'm so glad you've made your way into this band, and I met Tim, and all of you guys are awesome. JoJo and Sean, just an amazing band, and y'all guys are so humbled, and it's almost like y'all practice self humility, and you don't see that a lot in the music business. So,
thank you very much, man.
So real quick on that July 5th show, tell us a little bit. Oh, what time are you guys going on? Because we got a group of people that are going to show up, and
8:30.
We are the very, very first band, and I'm going to ask Timothy Moss what time we're going on.
Yeah, guys, we're going on at 8:30, and one of the reasons why is we're bringing some additional lights in, and in order to not take time away from the other bands, we wanted to go ahead and go first so we could set them up first.
right. And plus, I'm so glad that I'm not in the band and have to play after you guys. So I'm just saying.
Well, we know too, Alex, it gets your bedtime around 9:30. You know, so
it does. It works perfect for me, man.
we want to get done so you have
Seriously,
time to go home.
Getting old,
Get
buddy.
your milk and cookies, you know.
That's the thing. I think Engineer Society Project has welcomed me in, and I'm the new member of the family. And even meeting you, everybody starts to become family, because we all know what the gig is. We're on the other side of the coin. We either are on the tour bus, we're on the plane, we're on the, we do the sound check. Everybody in this sort of thing knows what's going on. So we all sort of become a weird surrogate family with each other, man.
They call it La Familia. Look, before I forget, I really wanted to ask you this question because it came up a little earlier on the show. Y'all had to pull a rabbit out of your butt for a song that y'all were having a brain fart with, and it just wasn't working. I think it was Who I Am?
Who am I, Chris, when we did that?
Yeah, Who Am I? Give us a little bit on your take of the story.
I think that I think there's so many different ways to write a song. And really, I toured with a band called Rage Against the Machine, and Rage Against the Machine got to a point where they literally couldn't be in the same room together. When we'd go through the concerts, we'd open up for them. The singer would show up with his entourage with these two behemoth bouncers. Then the guitar player had to show up at a different time. And what happens is we're basically under a lot of different circumstances, especially when you're writing. So literally you can write a song a million ways. We had one idea, and then we had another idea. So I think the trick for a band, and I'll say this for other bands out there, is literally you're with other people, and just be able to work with other people. That's the secret, and to be able to relax and go with the flow. Because I'll tell you right now, I was the guy in the room going, wait a damn minute. We wrote a song already. Why are we trying to write a song on a clip of the moment? And then I took my pad back to the hotel room afterwards, and I said, I'll show those son of a guns. And I got up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I wrote the chorus. So literally, it was a revelation to myself that I'm with good artists that are creative, that are spontaneous, and we should be able to write in any fashion. I have an idea. Tim has an idea. JoJo has an idea. Sean has an idea. We write it off the drum track. We write it off the bass track. We write it off the vocal line. We get together, rehearse, we jam. So literally, I think there's a million ways to write a song, and I think when you're in a band, you sort of just have to open yourself up to, hey, I respect the people I'm with, and we can go into the void and come out with something special. Because that's really what we did very quickly with that song, because JoJo and Tim got up in the morning, they had a riff, They showed it to me when I got up in the afternoon because I'm a vampire. I sleep. I'm a pretty late guy.
I'm a day walker, so I get it.
I get there in the afternoon and they show me this riff and I was like, what is this? But then I took a couple deep breaths and I went with it, and basically it showed me once again that you just open yourself up to that there's a million ways to write a song.
Yeah, the way you put your vocals on it over the music is extraordinary. It's really came out, and I was even told that a lot of people are coming up to you guys and going, I love that song. It's awesome.
Yeah, definitely, most definitely.
Yeah, a lot of people say it's their favorite song on the record, and I'm thinking, wow, who knew? But I will say this for Chris. When we came back in the studio the next day and he laid those vocal tracks down, it just blew us all away, and we said, wow, this is why we're here.
Yeah.
Being in the studio is a lot of pressure for a band because you have commitments to deliver material that has to be on par, not to mention the thousands of dollars a day you're burning in the studio. So the combination of all that, you have to produce, and this is a spot for us where we did, and we're very proud of this song.
It's awesome. Is there any more you want to tell us about the band that some of the people might be interested in? And
I don't know if you
I'm just one of your biggest fans in Houston. I mean, I'll go toe to toe with anybody because, always whenever I make a post, I don't know if you notice this, but I always put one of the best hard rock metal bands in the world. And I mean it though. I mean, I'd rather not fight anybody over it, but I would. That's how committed I am to this band because you guys are so solid. You're the real deal Holyfield. There's nothing fake about your band at all. And like you were talking about family, that's so important.
And I think you got to reciprocate with that. I think if you look at some of the biggest bands in the world, they will have to acknowledge what you just said, because without that type of energy, we're nothing. We're basically in a rehearsal room, just whacking off, and literally without people like you that go, hey man, I really enjoy this. We do put a lot of effort into it. We do put a lot of, we're here. We're putting our blood, sweat, and tears into the thing. So we really appreciate that, Alex.
No,
you're in our hometown.
Yeah, and you literally breathe this into the audience. I mean, I hate to breathe, but yeah, it's you breathe that into everybody. I mean, that's like I said you have to understand, Chris, when people see you for the first time, you're a little intimidating. You know what I'm saying? You've got a certain look about you. I'm not saying like serial killer or anything like that, but you've got a certain look about you. But then once you open your mouth and people start to talk to you and you take the pictures, I mean, I had so much fun introducing you to my friends at the Christmas show. I was like, you should never judge a book by its cover because, I mean, you're just a really great guy, and I think you're an amazing, perfect fit for this band.
And I think we're going to put together some great, me and you and ESP and all your people are going to put together some great shows together in Houston. And that's why for the Black Magic Social Club, I'm glad you're bringing people, and I definitely want to we want to start a momentum. And
you're gonna,
Alex.
You're gonna meet them all. And I almost forgot, I want to give a big thank out to your host and one of my best friends, the one and only Jay Lambs Remy. He's going to be hosting the show.
Oh yeah,
he's the media
he
ninja.
Was fantastic.
Yeah, he's all about Engineer Society Project, and I was.
Well, both of you guys are like that thing. So I've been traveling all my life doing music. I was in my first band when I was like 11. And literally, I've traveled all over the world. I had a band in India. So literally, you walk into many rooms, you shake many hands. But you two, both you and Jay, I've either known in a past lifetime or because we immediately, it was almost like we were,
totally.
We were like in mid-conversation. We like could finish each other's sentences and stuff.
And he really is my little brother. I talked him into coming down here about 8-9 years ago, and he blames me for me introducing him, me putting him in with this girl who's like military grade. But yeah, she's going to be there. Guys, you guys are going to be absolutely amazing. July 5th at the Black Magic Social Club. Who else is playing on there? Skull Creeper. I've seen those guys before, and Frankenchrist. I'm not real familiar.
Skull Keeper, Frankenchrist, The Filthy Dead, and Save Your Skin.
Save Your Skin. Have y'all guys jammed with any of those bands before?
No, we haven't. And you know, we've listened to them, and you know, I reached out to Somnus, who's got Save Your Skin.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually went to one of their shows. And, you know, this show is really important to us. And I'll tell you why. Because this iteration of the band with Chris and JoJo and Sean, we've played more shows in Germany than we have in Houston. We've only played one show in Houston.
Right.
And this is our only chance probably this year to play. I mean, right now we're in discussions to go back overseas. So there's a good chance when we finish up our run in Connecticut, I don't know when it is, September, whenever it is.
Yeah.
September 7th, we're playing with Dirt in Hamden, Connecticut.
Yeah, well, when we finish that up, our probably next period of time will be overseas. And so to get to come home and play is
Right.
very important. And, of course, you're aware of some of the venues that used to be available are not here anymore.
Sure.
Some of the larger venues that don't know us, you know, have not reached out to us, and we haven't really reached out to them. So we are looking forward to packing that club with a bunch of people
it's
and
gonna
having a
be
great
crazy.
time. It's going to be a great time at Black Magic Social Club,
Yeah.
and we're looking forward to it.
I'll be dropping the promo on it big time, big time. Also, too, I'm in the works of putting on a music festival. The city of Conroe has an amazing amphitheater called Heritage Park. I think it holds about 1,500 people. I'm not really sure, but it's really, really big. And I plan on doing something there maybe for Halloween. I want to bring back my annual Halloween music frenzy. And if I'm able to do that, I'm definitely going to have you guys invited. Great spot, the whole 9 yards. I mean, I just love showcasing Engineered Society project.
Well, we appreciate that, and we appreciate Lone Star Community Radio for having us. You guys are great to work with, and you know, it means a lot to us when somebody here, you know, takes the time, and you know, the Texas Songwriters Alliance with you, Alex,
Right.
and it's always been great for us. And
Lone Star Community Radio is a not-for-profit. They rely on donations from people that are making moves and keeping this great stuff alive, because he has about 20 or 30 other shows, and got to give it up for Dick, because he's put this together now for 11 years, and now he's here, and it's super legit, and I'm learning a lot from this this good young man. I appreciate the opportunity.
yeah, cool.
And one more time, I just want to mention that. So just like when I met you, and when I met Jay, it was almost like we were already brothers.
Oh yeah.
When I met this band Dirt back east, it was the same thing. We came up with this Metal Bands Unite, and really, I think what Tim was talking about is we're this one time in Texas. Instead of going out and networking, we want to network with the other bands. We want to network with Save Your Skin. We want to network with Scroll Keeper. We want to network with Frankenchrist, and we want to network with the Filthy Dead. Because when I talk to Dirt about this, about Metal Bands Unite, you talk about the scenes that came from bands coming together. And basically, because we're only going to be here, you know, sporadically, because we are traveling all over the world, we want to make sure our home base is networked together, and, you know, we feel like we all support each other.
Oh, big time. And you, like I said, me and Jay are like a 1-2 punch. He truly is my little brother reincarnated, and I'm so blessed to have him. He takes care of me on a whole nother level. So we're going to, if you have anything else to add stuff, if not, we're going to go ahead and knock out Breathe.
Yeah, man, that Breathe is off our brand new CD called Deception, which you can get on any platform, on social media. If anybody wants to get in touch with us, I know they've said this already, but if you go on Facebook, we are Engineered Society Project Street Team, and we're also just Engineered Society Project. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on TikTok. Basically, you can get this on, you can stream us on any available stream that you have, any social media. This song is about Breathe. This song is called Breathe, and it's about, you know, a lot of times, like, once again, just trying to bring bands together. It's the same thing as bringing people together. You know, when you feel you're going to do something wrong, just take a deep breath, man. Before you do it, you know, this is about sort of my life. It's about my personal life.
Right.
And I've been around people that did the wrong thing, that ended up in prison, that ended up getting killed. And basically, before you pull that trigger, take a deep breath and understand that we're all in this freaking together, and we're all connected through spirit, and basically, you know, because right now metal bands unite. That's metal bands unite. Well, we want to do that for the world, though. We want to show the world unite. I mean, we're at the verge of war all throughout the world, with you know, different sides being drawn. And this song's about, hey, wait a second, man. Take a big breath before we go into these things and start killing each other, destroying each other.
No, that's true. We need more love in the world. I wanted to ask you one question. I know it's a little off-center, but I had to ask because number 5 song, the song "Breathe," the timing, does that have anything to do with the 420? What's up with that? I didn't think so, right? It's just lucky that it was that time. I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah, it's a coincidence.
Oh, wow, I never knew that.
No, I'm looking at it, I'm going, breathe. People have to breathe, and they breathe stuff in. And
No,
anyway,
we don't.
yeah, it's none of that. Forget that. Well, you sound good, brother.
Thank you, man, and definitely, you know, we want to get this momentum going. We appreciate your alliance so much, and you know, we look forward to. I want to see you July 5th, and let's have a great show at the Black Magic Social Club, and let it be a beginning right there. And let's freaking metal bands unite, the world unite.
I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and back off, and I want you to go ahead and introduce the song "Breathe," and then we'll talk to you on the 5th.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chris Keys, the singer of Engineered Society Project. We have a brand new CD out. It's called Deception. This is a track off it that I really I value giving to you, man. I give it to the world. I speak to the world. It's called Breathe.
Hey, I'm here with Engineer Society Project, and they just put on an amazing songs. I think we played, about 5 of them all together?
Yeah.
And you'll see these guys July the 5th, like we've been talking about, at the Black Magic Social Club with Scroll Keeper, Filthy Dead. Who are these guys here?
Save Your Skin.
Save Your Skin, and I like this. I love the name of this, Frankenchrist. So we really appreciate everybody coming here. Tim Moss with your lovely wife, Karen, your manager. These guys, please check them out. Follow them. You can catch them on all social medias, platforms, and you'll be seeing this show. It's being taped to rebroadcast next Wednesday at 7 o'clock. You'll be able to see it in its entirety, the whole bit, all dialed in. And we really appreciate you being here, Tim, and I love your band, and the record is amazing, Deception, and I'm so glad that we were able to showcase you guys here for my
Thank
show.
you for having us. And
Show number 3, yay!
Yeah, shout out to everybody to support your community radio. It's huge, especially now. So make sure you find your Lone Star Community Radio link and support that show.
That's right. They take cash donations, checks, you name it. They're all into that. Take care of Lone Star Community Radio. He's been doing it here for 11 years, I believe. So that's it, buddy. We'll see you next time on Audio Impact on Lone Star Community Radio. I'm your host, Alex Lozano. We're signing off. God bless you all.